Bushy, and shotgun on the field in the number 56 from Plattsburgh. It's Casey St. Clair. 9 cars ready to run. First qualifier for the J&S Steel Sportsman is under green as we kick off another Saturday night of short track racing action at the Big A. Travis Bruno from the outside of row number 1 takes the lead off 2 down the backstretch. He's pulling Howard Stoner with him. Nick Lagoy thinking about a 3-wide move into turn number 3. Backed out temporarily. Chris Frenier runs the meat and the sandwich line coming off of turn number 4 as they're 3 wide down the front stretch. Frenier wrestling in that car, trying to maintain his line as cars pass left and right. Tyler Terry's moving up on the outside. Here comes Buck O'Brien on the inside. He's going to 4th to the inside of Nick Lagoy in the number 96. Out front, it's Travis Bruno taking the car right up against the wall off turn number 4, pulling Tyler Terry with him. Now Bruno will tuck down to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Tyler Terry trying to close on the outside. Buck O'Brien has moved to the top of the racetrack to get around Howard Stoner as the second and third place cars quickly close in on Travis Bruno into turn 3. Now Bruno back on the top of the racetrack off the 4th turn. Tyler Terry in tow. Buck O'Brien in the 20, still down on the inside. Bruno working a middle line now through 1 and 2, drifting up the track, opening up room for Buck O'Brien. Here comes Branham in the 20 through on the inside. Buck O'Brien will go to the point into turn number 3. Buck O'Brien has the lead off turn number 4. Here comes Tyler Terry down to the inside. He'll take second. Travis Bruno back to third. Branham leads in the 20. Terry runs in the second spot in the 44. Bruno is third in the 33. Fourth is Jimmy Bushy in the 11. Fifth is Howard Stoner. They run door-to-door for the 6th spot, Nick Lagoy in the 96 and the 29 of Nick Haywood. Out front, it's the racing professor, that's Buck O'Brien with a Bud Light number 20. The second spot is the 44 for Tyler Terry. Third, Travis Bruno. Jimmy Bushy 4th. 5th, Howard Stoner. Nick Lagoy trying to close the gap on Stoner, get into the top 5. He's got Nick Lagoy racing right behind him in the 7th spot. Buck O'Brien starting to check out on Tyler Terry. His lead up to 4 car lengths. And it's a pretty good gap back to Travis Bruno with the number 33. He's trying to hold off Jimmy Bushy as he runs in that 3rd spot. Here comes Nick Haywood moving down to the inside of the 57 of Howard Stoner, racing for the 5th position. Stoner working up towards the wall, sideways off the 4th turn. Nick Haywood has that 5th spot at the stripe. Nick Haywood goes to 5th with the Parents Pizzeria, Budweiser sponsored number 29. ED Enterprises 57 of Howard Stoner back to the 6th spot. 2 laps to go this time for Buck O'Brien. Tyler Terry racing comfortably in the 2nd spot. Travis Bruno running 3rd. He's got a rearview mirror full of the 11 of Jimmy Bushy. Bushy running about a car length behind Travis Bruno at a good run off the 2nd turn. Now Bushy closes back in 3 and 4. White flag is out one more time around for Buck O'Brien. Branham won 2 weeks back the J&S Steel Sportsman feature event. He won by about a half track. The first 3 events, he's had some pretty difficult luck, but luck was certainly nothing he needed last time out when he won by a half track, and he's going to win this one comfortably. Buck O'Brien takes the qualifier. 2nd to Tyler Terry. 3rd at the stripe, it is Travis Bruno on the inside. Jimmy Bushy 4th. 5th goes to Nick Plattsburgh. It's Robin Wood. And shotgun on the field, Richie Turner in the number 59. That's the field, 9 strong, green flag. Mike Shagnon from the outside. Oh, Jamie Atkins drifts up the track, gets a piece of the 18 of Sean Duquette. Shagnon's going to take the lead from the top of the racetrack. Atkins drifting up into the 18. That straightened him out. They get together again in front of the field. Look out in turn number 4. Everybody missed him. Yellow flag comes out. 1 car scratch in the 2nd qualifier. Ben Huff from Champlain out for the first time with his number 29. Did not make the call for qualifier number 2. Green flag back out. Mike Shagnon in the lead with the 86. 69 Bill Twaitzel to contact with the 77 of Rick Frenier. Bill Sawyer moving up on the inside. Robin Wood in the 61 had to get on the binders behind the 77 of Frenier. Jamie Begor trying to fill the hole down the inside. He has raced to 4th and now is looking to grab 3rd away from Billy Twaits. Out front, it's Mike Shagnon, who's working the rim in the 86. Then it's the 39 of Sawyer. They run side by side for the 3rd spot with Begor on the inside and Twaits on the outside. See, Shagnon continues to work the rim. Got a little squirrely off turn number 4, hanging on to it. Bill Sawyer's going to take the lead, and now Jamie Begor is going to challenge for that 2nd spot. Shagnon in the 86 was working the extreme outside line, working right up against the wall into turn number 4, then had to back out of it a little bit, and that allowed Sawyer to pull away. It allowed Bigor to close on the inside and challenge for second. Down the front stretch again, Shagnon was sideways off the 4th turn. Jamie Bigor has taken the 2nd position away. Mike Shagnon runs 3rd now. Rick Frenier is 4th in the 77. Running 5th is Billy Twaits in the 69. Here comes the 59 of Richie Turner. Mired right now in the back is Robin Wood in the 61. He's just had nowhere to run. He has not been able to find any running room with the Ganieka Bingo 61 car. Out front, the 39 of Bill Sawyer. His lead, 3 car lengths over the 19 of Jamie Bigor. That's a pretty good gap back to the 86 of Mike Shagnon. Rick Frenier in the 77 running in the 4th spot. Now Robin Wood finds some room. He's got room on the outside of Billy Twaits. And he is going to have the 5th spot at the stripe. Mike Shagnon continue to work on the extreme outside line. Robin Wood trying to get down to the inside. Couldn't do it with Rick Frenier's 77 there. And now here comes Robin in the 61 trying to challenge for 4th. Again, Shagnon bad sideways off the 4th turn. Look out! There goes the 61 into the infield. The 18 of Sean Duquette also spinning. Is the 86 of Mike on the inside. He'll restart 3rd. Billy Twaits in the 69 to restart on the outside of row number 2 in the 4th spot. All right, let's see if Jamie Bigor's got something for him on the outside. Green flag. Bill Sawyer in the 39, Jamie Bigor in the 19. Bigor has the lead off the top of turn number 2. Down the backstretch by about 5 feet, it's the 19 on the outside. Bill Sawyer fighting back on the inside, drawing almost even into turn number 4. They'll drag race down the front stretch to the stripe. It is even. The 39 of Sawyer, the 19 of Bigor. Bigor continues to work on the top. Sawyer with a good run down on the inside off of turn number 2. He'll put his nose back out in front. Here comes Bigor drawing even into turn number 3. Seesaw battle for the lead. Bigor a little sideways off 4. Again, drag race. And it's Bill Sawyer this time at the stripe by 2 feet. Sawyer down on the inside. Now a good run for Bigor into 1 and 2. Gets a better bite off the 2nd turn. He's back in front. Back and forth battle for the lead. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go. This time by. Here they come off of turn number 4. This time Bigor has the lead. Good racing for 3rd as well. Rick Frenier in the 77. Bill Twaits in the 69. They're going to go 3 wide. Maybe. No, Robin Wood couldn't quite get there. All right, the leaders, final time, 3 and 4. Bill Sawyer on the inside. It's going to be a drag race for the win. Here they come off turn number 4. It's going to be Jamie Bigor winning it. Bill Sawyer is 2nd. Bill Twaits 3rd. 4th, it looked like the 11 from Brandon, Vermont. It's Don Scarborough. And from Hannibal, New York, it's Andy Powell in the 3. Those are the 9 machines ready to run. And this is going to be a no-go. They'll set the pace. Almost rubbing wheels into 3 and 4. Here they come off of turn number 4. Oh, look out, they do touch. Trim gets into the wall. Ormsby appears to be down on the right rear. He's got a flat tire, and it's going to be another yellow. There's a spring that ends up just past the start-finish line. Father-son combination in this qualifier. We have 2 racing father and son combinations here at Airborne in the modified division. All right, ready to run. Green flag. Craig Riel down on the inside has the lead into 1 and 2. Mike Riel trying to follow down to the inside as well. Chad Blair had to get on the binders coming off of turn number 2. Look at Mike Riel run. Shot out of a rocket down to the inside of Blair to try to take that 2nd spot away. Out front, it's Craig Riel in a CO2. His dad runs right behind him, kicking up some mud down to the inside, running the off the track low line, and the 0-2 is Mike Riel. Chad Blair is hanging on to the 3rd spot. Don Scarborough is one of the early season good stories here at Airborne. He's been running extremely well. With Rouse Tire Sales number 11, he's 3rd in the point standings, and he's trying to take that 3rd spot away from Chad Blair as they race down the backstretch. Now Mike Riel sizing up his son for the lead. Craig Riel hanging on, working a middle line off the 4th turn. Mike Riel cannot put a play on for the lead just yet. The Soleil Lumber sponsored number 02 of Mike Riel trying to take the lead away from his son, Craig Riel in the CO2. It's Don Scarborough, the Brandon Bandit, running 3rd. Jason Durgan with the Key RD Trailer Sales number 17, trying to pick up a spot from the 6 of Chad Blair. Again, Mike Riel looks down to the inside into turn number 2. Opening not there. Craig Riel hanging on to the lead. Craig Riel leads. Mike Riel runs 2nd. Don Scarborough is closing in on the top 2 machines as they are at the halfway point in the first qualifier for the Ernie's Discount Tools Modifieds. Riel, Scarborough, top three machines have pulled away from fourth place runner Chad Blair. Blair feeling some heat from Jason Durgan, although now it's about 2 car lengths back to Durgan with the number 17 machine. Then it's Mike Wills in the 76 and Andy Powell in number 3, making the haul again all the way from Hannibal, New York. Craig Reel in the CO2 showing the way, a 1 car length advantage over his father. Mike Reel again, diving down to the inside in 1 and 2. Into it down the backstretch, drawing even into the third turn. They run wheel to wheel into turn number 4. Mike Riel down on the inside, Craig Riel on the outside. Mike Riel's going to take the lead. Mike Riel had the lead at the stripe. That's where he's been especially strong on the inside, working 1 and 2. Picked up a lot of ground, and Don Scarborough doesn't waste any time going to the second spot. Brandon Bandit trying to shoot to second down on the inside. He will. White flags out. Mike Riel shows the way. Don Scarborough running in the second position now. Craig Riel back to third. Here comes Durgan down to the inside of Chad Blair. They're going to duke it out for that 4th spot. Checkered flag is out. Here comes the Plattsburgh Radiator Soleil Lumber sponsored 0-2 for Mike Riel. Don Scarborough finishes second. Third. Qualifier number 2 set to roll. Here they come off of turn number 4. Green flag. Oh, Jim McCombs in trouble. Matt Woodruff down to the infield. McCombs, number 5, didn't want to seem to roll either. McComb is parked. The entrance to turn number 1, that's going to bring out another yellow. 5 set the pace. Here they come off turn number 4, down the front stretch on the hammer. Green flag. Quenneville with the lead off of turn number 2 and pulling away. Andy Haywood looks to the outside of Matt Woodruff. Richard Tesser in the 49 will follow in line down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Haywood's going to work to the outside, trying to take that second spot away. And Vince Quenneville will lead lap 1. The Liquor and Wine Warehouse double nickel for Matt Woodruff running in the second position, drifting up the track into 2. Andy Haywood had to get on the binders and fast. Look who's moving. Martin Roy in the number 90. Challenging fellow Quebec driver Richard Tesser in the 49. Here comes the 90 chugging through. Inside line piling up a little bit. If Tesser can hook up on the outside, he could maybe pick up some spots. Now Haywood's going to try the 55 down to the inside. Matt Woodruff trying to hang on to second. Now they're parting them like Moses. On the left side, it's the 80 of Haywood. On the outside, it's the 90 of Martin Roy. Richard Tesser runs in the 4th spot. Max MVM running in the 5th position. Vince Quenneville has the lead. Andy Haywood runs in the 2nd spot, but for how long? Here comes Martin Roy in the 90. Martin Roy to the outside of Quenneville. What's wrong with you over there? You're turning shades of red I haven't seen in a long time. You got to stop laughing. Martin Roy all the way to the point. You can hardly focus. You've got the giggles. Martin Roy in the 90 has the lead, and he's pulling away from Vince Quenneville. Andy Haywood in the number 80, running in the 3rd spot, now trying to find a way around Quenneville in the 78, and Martin Roy is checking out. Martin Roy's lead is half a backstretch already. Martin Roy and that crew are tired of seeing the 24 in victory lane, making a statement in this second qualifier. 2 laps to go for the 90. Vince Quenneville running in the 2nd spot. Andy Haywood has tried to find a way around, has not been able to do it. Quenneville maintaining the 2nd position. 3rd is Andy Haywood. 4th is Richard Tesser. 5th is Max Evian. White flag. Martin Roy is going to win this one by almost a full front stretch. See the lead as he enters turn 3 and 4 for the final time. Max Evian trying to get a spot on Richard Tesser. Nobody getting a spot on Martin Roy as he wins easily. 2nd goes to Vince Quenneville. 3rd to Andy Haywood. 4th to Richard Tesser. And 5th, shotgun on the field, 3-time winner and points leader, Pistol Patrick Dupree. That's the field. Green flag. Todd Orsby takes the lead from the outside of row number 1. George Foley thinking 3 wide down the backstretch, thought better of it. Patrick Dupree in line right now behind Pat McGrail in the 10. Let's see if Dupree can find some running room. Out front, it's the 26 of Ormsby. Second is Jason Bruno. Third is the 18 of Chris Kay. Gets a good run off the top of turn number 2. He goes to second. Bruno hanging on to third for now. The outside is starting to roll. McGrail with the number 10 is going to go to third. Box behind the Bruno 623 is the 46 of Michel Vienne. He'll take it to the outside. He'll go to the 4th spot. The 623 up the track. That gets a piece of George Foley in the 34. He had no place to go. He shuffled to the back of the pack. Patrick Dupree has worked around the 623. He is running in the 6th position right now. Out front, it is the 26 for Todd Ormsby. Then it's 3 car lengths back to Chris Kay in the number 18. Running in the 3rd spot is Pat McGrail in the number 10. And it's Michel Vienne in the number 46. Leon Gagnon running 5th. The guy who has been really taking it to everybody, Patrick Dupree, in the number 24. He right now is mired in the 6th spot. Leon Gagnon, he's off the pace. That car's shutting down over in turn number 2. 24 of Pat Dupree had to get on the binders extremely quickly. And a little tap on the back of the number 4. Leon has pulled his machine into the infield. Green flag. Chris Kay has the lead up into turn number 2. Pat McGrail running in the 3rd spot. Looks down to the inside now. Chief Starter Weasel Bruno displays the yellow. That start will not stand. Chief Starter Weasel Bruno ready to throw it. Here they come off of turn number 4. There it is. Green flag. Chris Kay that time much better start. And Kay, same result. Had the lead going into turn number 1. Pat McGrail and Michel Vienne run wheel to wheel into the 3rd turn. McGrail, the number 10, trying to take the spot away from Michel Vienne in the 46. Chris Kay in the 18 leads, opening up to 3 car lengths off of turn number 2. And it's Todd Ormsby in the 26 running in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Michel Vienne. 4th is Pat McGrail. 5th is Pat Dupree. 6th is George Foley. Chris Kay is opening up the lead out front. Todd Ormsby has perhaps more on his plate hanging on to the 2nd spot than realistically chasing down Chris Kay. Michel Vienne in the 46 is trying to close in. Pat McGrail running at just about 5 feet off the back bumper of McGrail in the 4th spot. And then Patrick Dupree is off that back bumper of the 10 of McGrail. 2 laps to go for Chris Kay. Todd Ormsby hanging on to the 2nd spot for now. Here comes Patrick Dupree to the outside of McGrail in the 10. They run wheel to wheel down the backstretch. McGrail diving down to the inside of the 46 of Michel Vienne. Patrick Dupree working towards the outside with a white flag out for Chris Kay. Dupree gets a spot, moving past McGrail. Now sizing up the 46 of Vienne, diving to the inside, powering through down the backstretch into 3. 46 of Vienne fighting back on the outside. Checkered flag for Chris Kay. Second to be Todd Ormsby. Third, it is Michel Vienne hanging on to stripe.
Field picks it up as they come off turn 4. We are under green. Nice even start. Collins on the inside. LaForte on the outside. They run side by side up the backstretch. Richner looking for a way through in the 21. He's moving to that 3rd spot, and Myers on the outside up to 4th. Here comes Desatel right back on the inside. He's going to go 5th, 4th, now 3rd as they come off turn number 4. Chad Collins is your leader. Daniel LaForte running in the 2nd spot. Desatel on the inside 3rd. Richner on the outside right alongside for the 4th spot. Now he moves up to 3rd. Now he'll take 2nd as he moves up on the outside of the 55 car. 3 wide as they come off turn 4. Myers on the far outside, Desatel in the middle, and Joyle on the inside. All 3 trying to run down the top 2 cars. Chad Collins is your leader, but here comes Richner on the inside of the 21. Tries to look for room in turn 3. The door is open, and here comes Richner. Scott Richner is your new leader as they come off turn 4. Collins is back to 2nd. Joyle holds down the 3rd spot in the 57. Look out, a little contact, and the 21 car gets sideways, but a nice job by Scott Richner to hang on to it. He'll lose a couple of spots, but he keeps that car going straight. He's probably not too happy with that 22 car. Keep an eye on them as they come down the front stretch. 2 to go this time by, and Bill Joyle starts to pull away from the second place battle. Collins in the 22, Richner in the 21, perhaps thinking of payback as they head into turn 3. He's running right alongside that 22 car. Now he'll look to the inside, and he's just going to pass them as they come down the front stretch. Richner on the inside takes that second spot. Collins tries to come back on the outside, but it's not going to happen. Strictly a battle for the number 2 spot as Bill Joyle has opened up 10 car lengths on the 21. Field comes off turn 4. Bill Joyle will be your winner. Second spot goes to Richner. Chad Collins finishes third. The Superstar is fourth. And the 72. That's the field for the second qualifier for the Monster Bombers. They pick it up as they come off turn 4. Green flag is out. 4 wide into turn number 1. Can they do it? Yes. Caro on the outside, Sweener on the inside. They continue 4 wide up the backstretch. Bordeaux had to back out of it just a bit in the 23 car. And she'll fall all the way back to the number 6 spot. Your leader, it's the 6 for Brian Caro. Josh Duravad moves into the number 2 spot in the 88, right alongside Josh Laporte's 45. Whalen's 11 runs 4th, and it's Sweener's 51. LeGrave in the 1 runs in the 6th spot, but that car appears to be off the pace. LeGrave will fall to the back of the pack as both McLennan and Bordeaux go by. Up front, it's been easy going so far for Brian Caro in the 6. He's got about 5 on Josh Durvage in the 88, Josh Laporte in the 45B, and Mike Whalen in the 11. They come off turn 4. They'll see the halfway sign. 3 to go. Durvage has closed the gap just a bit, but it's still a lengthy lead for the Coro number 6 car. The popsicle sticks will be out this time by. The best battle on the track is the battle for that number 3 spot. As Laporte drifts high, look out, he may almost nearly contact that 4th turn wall. As his car is off the pace, Laporte may be headed back to the garage area. Perhaps a tire going down. Coro now by 3 car lengths on the Durvage 88. And the white flag will be coming out this time. 1 to go for Brian Coro. If he can hang on, it would be his first career checkered flag. Durvage trying to run him down, but he's running out of time. Whalen's 11, solidly in that 3rd spot. Laporte has been able to hold on to 4th. Sweener 5th. Checkered flag is out. Brian Caro gets his first career win. Josh Durvage 2nd. Mike Whalen finishes 3rd. The battle for the 4th spot will go to the 45 of Laporte. And the top 5 rounded out by the 51 of Jerry Sweener.
Pelkey. Final row, 7th starting spot. The Island Beverage, J&L Hardware, McKee's, Island Pub and Pizza 11 from Fairfax. It's Lance Raptoy. And shotgun on the field is the Plattsburgh Ford, number 8 for Don Brissett. That's the field, 8 strong. Green flags out. Freeman Sawyer is showing the way. 3 wide for the 2nd spot. Kenny St. Germain to the inside. The H2O Robert Gordon on the outside. Lance Raptoy, he's making progress to the front. Sawyer drifts up the track. He's sliding all the way towards the back, and the leader is going to be Kenny St. Germain. Kenny St. Germain leads lap number 1. Moving through on the inside, the 11 for Lance Raptoy. 24 of Keith Pelkey also trying to move on through. He's into the 4th spot for now, but he's got the inside line. Roger LeBounty in the number 60 works the top of the racetrack. They've got a battle for 3rd. Keith Pelkey has it. Pelkey in 3rd, LeBounty in 4th. 5th is Robert Gordon in the H2O. That's a good get back to Freeman Sawyer in the 51. The number 8 for Don Brissett headed back to the pits. Out front, Kenny St. Germain in the 40. He's got a rear view mirror full. Lance Raptoy in the number 11. Raptoy from Fairfax, Vermont is the points leader. 174 points for Lance. He's got 1 win on the season. A 6-point lead over the 2-time defending track champ Lonnie Rivers as they're halfway in this first qualifier. Lance Raptoy looks to the inside, racing into turn number 1. Raptoy drifts up the track, almost touching the 40 into turn 2. They race down the backstretch, and it's the number 11 of Lance Raptoy taking the lead away from the 40 of Kenny St. Germain. St. Germain runs in the second spot. Then it's 4 car lengths back to the 24 of Keith Pelkey. Lance Raptoy and the McKees Island Pub and Pizza, number 11, leading and pulling away. Kenny St. Germain in that second spot. And it's 6 car lengths back to Keith Pelkey in the 24. Then 2 back to the H2O of Robert Gordon. 2 laps to go for Lance Raptoy. Lance picked up the win on opening week. That was back on May the 1st. He has been the point leader since the first race. His lead dwindling to 6 points after the result on May 29th. So he's got a 6-point lead going into tonight's feature event. White flag is on the field. Lance Raptoy final time around. Of course, next week, these Renegades will be running a 50-lap feature event distance next Saturday night. Regular 25-lap distance tonight. Lance Raptoy is on the way. He wins the first qualifier. Second goes to the 40 of Kenny St. Germain. Keith Pelkey ends up third. Fourth to Robert Gordon with the H2O. Rogers in the number 7. 7 cars ready to run. Qualifier number 2 is under green. That outside line did not really fire well with Dragoon the 36. That backs up the outside line. The inside line with Leary was able to get a pretty good start, but Leary's all kinds of sideways over in turn number 2, trying to wrestle it. That makes way for the 21 of Dave Raptoy. He's going to go to the lead. Chad Provost with the number 6, trying to take the second spot away as Leary takes it right up close to the wall off the 4th turn. Lonnie Rivers also with a good start as he goes from 7th to 3rd in a lap. Don Franklin, the 69, he had to get on the binders and gather that car underneath. Might have been some contact with Kevin Booten. Booten had no place to go. That outside line got boxed up, and that's where Kevin was at the start of the qualifier. Dave Raptoy showing the way, the 21. His brother Lance won the first qualifier. Now Dave trying to take care of business in qualifier number 2. Dave Raptoy would be the poster man for the No Luck Award in 2010. Remember a couple of weeks back, a tire came off of Robbie Favreau's car. Dave was lucky enough to run over it. Did all kinds of damage to this number 21 car. We got a pass for second. Lonnie Rivers in the number 7 has moved to the second spot, and he's closing. Chad Provost is the teammate to Lonnie Rivers, is running in the 3rd position. Running in the 4th spot is still Don Franklin with the Amerigas Subway sponsor number 69. And then it is Kevin Booten in the number 25. Right now running in 5th. As that battle for the 4th position starts to heat up. Lonnie Rivers, if he's got to move in him, better make it pretty soon because the laps are starting to wind down. Dave Raptoy in the number 21 hanging on to the lead. The lead that was 5 car lengths has dwindled now to about 5 feet. That's where Lonnie Rivers is running off the back bumper of the number 21. Here they come off the 4th turn, 2 laps to go for the Island Excavating number 21. Lake Champlain Roofing number 7 for Lonnie Rivers continues to run in that 2nd spot. He's looked to the outside, looked to the inside. Dave Raptoy's run a consistent line. Lonnie has not had an opportunity to really challenge for the win. White flag is out. He's going to go to the outside now. Lonnie Rivers going to try the outside. Dave Raptoy drifts up the track a little bit. That made Rivers get on the binders, and that broke his momentum. Down the backstretch, Lonnie Rivers in line with the 21. Here they come off of turn number 4. Raptoy drifts up the track. Rivers to the inside. Drag race for the win. It's still Raptoy hanging on. Rivers is 2nd. 3rd goes to the 6 of Provost. 4th will be the 25 of Booten. 5th to Don Franklin from Plattsburgh. And the Terry's Garage sponsor number 10, Josh Allen. And shotgun on the field, Metal Man in the number 2. That's the field. 9 cars ready to run. Green flag. Robbie Favreau takes the lead, drifting up in turn number 2. Joe Warren trying to move on up with his number 13 car. Cody Benoit with the number 1, also looking to move down on the inside. He's going to take 3rd away from Mark Caron. That car running well in the third position. Out front, Favreau in the 27. Second is Warren in the 13. Favreau again working a higher line off the second turn. Warren in the 13, hanging on to the second spot. Benoit in the number 1, running in the third position. Keith O'Neill in the 0, running in fourth. Almost a dead heat at the stripe for the 5th spot. Again, Favreau runs a little higher in turn 2. That opens up room for Ward. Here comes Benoit in the 1. 3 wide into turn number 3. Cody Benoit's down on the inside. Joe Warren working in the middle of the racetrack. Cody Benoit driving on through on the inside at the stripe. Almost dead even for the lead. Cody Benoit down on the inside with the number 1. Joe Warren, the 13, fighting hard on the outside. Gets a good run off the top of turn number 2. Almost dead even down the backstretch into 3. They draw even into 3. Benoit noses in front into turn number 4. Off the 4th turn, they're halfway. Cody Benoit's got the lead at the stripe. Cody Benoit on the inside, Joe Warren on the outside. Off of turn number 2, Benoit finishes that pass. Rob Favreau hanging on to third, but he's getting a challenge from the 0 of Keith O'Neill. Cody Benoit pulling away from Joe Warren. The lead is now 2. Rob Favreau trying to hang on to the 3rd spot. Keith O'Neill racing to his inside. Almost even down the backstretch into turn number 3. O'Neill will surge into that 3rd spot. Rob Favreau trying to fight back on the outside. 2 laps to go for leader Cody Benoit. Well, after his 2-week vacation here at the Airborne Speedway, or during the 2-week vacation, Cody has run down at Devil's Bowl and run successfully down there as well. I believe he's won once and finished in the 2nd spot in another effort. He's going to take the white flag here, but he is serving notice. That number 1 car is certainly a contender for tonight's checkered flag. He has pulled away from Joe Warren. A couple of laps, Benoit and Warren had a pretty good side-by-side battle for the lead, but Benoit has checked out on Joe Warren, and he is checking in to the checkered flag. There it is. Cody Benoit wins easily. Joe Warren is 2nd, 3rd Keith O'Neill, 4th Rob Favreau, 5th to Josh Allen, 6th it's going to be Josh Terry, 7th to Mark Caron, 8th to the 6th.
And the 20 is Jamie LaFountain. Stone Cold Steve Brissett in the 59. The 31 is Jay Sprano. Green flag is out. 46 did not want to fire. That botched him up on the front stretch and allowed that inside line to move up and take the top 4 spots. Leclerc is your leader in the 7. They're 3 wide going around that 3rd turn. Keep an eye on the 59. He is flying up on the inside. Leclerc leads it. Rivera in the 4 looks to the inside of the brown turn. And they'll battle side by side off turn number 2. Brissett's 59 has worked his way into the number 4 spot after just a lap and 3/4. Bobby Lavere is back to 5th. Malcolm Woodward runs 6th. Jamie LaFountain to 7th. Mark Fuster 8th. 9th spot goes to the Marno 11. And the 10th spot goes to the Sprano 31. Up front, it's still Josh Leclerc in the 7, but he's got Chris Lavere right on his back bumper. Lavere looks to the outside as they come off turn number 4. Here comes that 59 of Brissett into the number 3 spot. And he's got his car working on the bottom of the racetrack while the leaders run outside. Brissett may have the lead by the time they come off turn 2. And yes, he does. Brissett is your leader. Here comes Lavere to the inside, trying to make a 3-wide move. It's still Brissett, your leader. He gets a tap from behind by Lavere, but holds onto it. Brissett is your leader. Chris Lavere is 2nd. The 7 of Josh Leclerc in the 3rd spot, and the brown turn is 4th. Bobby Lavere is 5th. White flag will be out. This time by Stone Cold on cruise control. He continues to open up ground on the 4 car. He's going to have to hold off the 08 of Bordeaux and the 7 of Leclerc as they battle for the number 3 spot. Checkered flags coming out this time by, and it's all Stone Cold Steve Brissett. He wins it easy in qualifier number 1. Chris Lavere gets 2nd at the line. Josh Leclerc 3rd. The brown turd 4th. And Bobby Lavere will round out the top 5 in car number 5. That's your field for this second qualifier for the mini modifieds. Ed Donor on the inside, Larry Archer on the outside. Down the front stretch, green. Flag is out. Donor leads the pack into turn number 2. Look out, some contact between the 26 and 23. Both drivers able to continue. Nice job of driving by both Archer and Brousseau to hang on to it. A scramble for positions up in turn 4 as they're running 3 wide up toward the wall. Ed Donor, your leader. Larry Archer is second. Speedy Brissett has worked his way into the number 3 spot. Seymour runs 4th. Rick Donor in the 5th spot in the 95. Now here comes Speedy looking to the inside of the Archer 23. He'll take 2nd. And the 357 will look to follow him through and grab that 3rd spot. Now Seymour drifts up just a little bit. That opens the door for Captain Thunder. And Donor goes to 4th. And he'll look to the inside of Archer as they race into turn 3. Archer a little bit sideways in that 23 car. He gathers it back up, but not in time to prevent Rick Donor from taking over that number 3 spot. Donor goes to 3rd. Archer back to 4th in what appears to be a mishandling race car. They'll continue to go side by side with Seymour for that 4th spot. 2 to go this time by. And it is Crazy Ed, your leader. Speedy is 2nd. The captain runs 3rd. And that battle still on for the 4th spot between Seymour in the 357 and Archer in the 23. White flag coming out this time by, and Speedy's thinking about taking a shot. 1 to go for Ed Donor. Speedy looking to the outside as they go into turn number 1. Rick Donor about 6 car lengths back. He'll have the best view. Now Speedy looks to the inside. Ed shuts the door. Checkered flag is out. Ed Donor in the 1, Speedy Brissett in the 0-3. Your winner is Crazy Ed. Speedy gets 2nd, Captain Thunder 3rd, Larry Archer 4th, and the 3rd qualifier comes off turn 4. They get the green flag. On the outside, Riel. Drake right there on the inside as they race up the backstretch. They are 3 wide. Here comes Collins on the inside of the 0-2. Clark's on the move. Archer's on the move. And here comes Gilligan on the inside. You can throw a blanket around the top 7 or 8 cars. Howard Drake on the outside, battling side by side with Kurt Seymour and Jimmy Collins on the 0-2. And it'll be Collins and Seymour to take 1st and 2nd as they race into turn 3. Drake coming right back on the inside. And here's Clark with a 4-wide move. Clark tries to split the middle. And Chris Clark will take the 2nd spot at the 77. Seymour now looks to the inside of Clark as he'll want to take that 2nd spot back. They scramble to get around Howard. The 33 of Jenkins into the 4th spot. Gilligan's on the move on the outside. He takes 5th. The minis are halfway in their final qualifier. Up front, it's still Collins. Clark now looking to the outside as they race up the backstretch. Half a car length advantage for Collins. Clark right there, but Collins shuts the door. Seymour with a good view. He runs in the 3rd spot as there are 2 to go. Clark takes the inside line, and he is going to have a nose in front as they head up the backstretch. Collins coming right back on the outside. The 0-2 on the outside. The 77 on the inside. Side by side as they come off turn 4. 1 to go. They continue to race together as they come off turn 2. Up the backstretch the final time. Gilligan is closed in on these 3 cars that have led throughout this race, but he's going to have to settle for that number 4 spot. They come off turn 4 the final time. Clark on the inside, Collins on the outside. Down the stretch they come. Clark to win it all. Collins
starting shotgun is Ben Huff in the red and yellow 29. All right, that's the field, ready to run. 25 laps the distance tonight for the J&S Steel Sportsman. Here they come off 4, green flag. Couple of rookies in row number one make that second-year driver, Travis Bruno, but a rookie on the outside of row number one, Billy Thwaites, taking the lead down the backstretch. Bill Sawyer thinking about a three-wide move. He backed out of that. They run side by side off the fourth turn, down to the stripe. It's going to be Bill Thwaites from the outside with a lead. Billy Thwaites had the lead at the stripe by about 3 feet. Now he starts to pull away off the top of turn number two. Bill Sawyer again thinking three wide into turn three, backed out of it. You could see 39 of Sawyer light up the binders and grind that car to a halt. That could have been a dilemma over there in the third turn. Travis Bruno back to third at the stripe. Tyler Terry had the third position on the outside. Jamie Begor in the number 19, going to look to the outside of the 33 next, trying to get into the top three. Right now, Bruno is hanging on to that third spot. Bill Sawyer running behind him down on the inside. The leader is Bill Thwaites. Thwaites has a lead of 2 car lengths over the 44 of Tyler Terry. It's the 19 of Begor. Make that the 33 of Bruno, then the 19 of Begor. Now Begor taking that spot away down the backstretch into turn number 3. Jimmy Bushy also looking to run on the outside. Tyler Terry's going to take his car down towards the inside of the track. Now back following the line of the 69 of Billy Thwaites in a 1 and 2. Thwaites works a middle line. Terry works a lower line. He'll take it to the top of the racetrack off the second turn. About a car length and a half separating the top 3 cars. Travis Bruno still running in the 4th spot. He drifts up the track, though, into turn number 4. That opens up running room for Bill Sawyer in the 39. Here comes Sawyer looking to move through. Bucko Branham running right behind Sawyer. Branham right now boxed. He's got Jimmy Bushy to his right. And directly in front of him is Sawyer in the 39. As they run side by side for the 4th spot as well as for the 6th position. Out front, it's Billy Thwaites in the 69. Then it's Tyler Terry in the 44. Jamie Begor moving down to the inside of Terry. Begor trying to get that second spot. Drifting up the track a little bit into turn number 2. Couldn't make much headway as Terry had a good run down the backstretch. Now driving down to the inside. Begor again trying for that second spot to the inside. Down the front stretch at the stripe. Jamie Begor appeared to have the second spot. Bill Thwaites in the 69 is still the race leader. Jamie Begor trying to take that second spot and solidify the pass of Tyler Terry. Tyler Terry working on the outside with a 44. Bucko Branham in the 20 is taking the position from Bill Sawyer. Thwaites in trouble in 4. Here comes Begor for the lead. He's got it. Jamie Begor takes the lead along the front stretch after Bill Thwaites drifted up the track in 4 with a 69. Begor takes the lead. His lead is a car length over Tyler Terry. Here comes Bucko Branham looking to move. He's right onto the back bumper of the 44 of Terry. Moving to the inside of Bill Thwaites in that 69 car. He's sliding backwards now. He's all the way back to the 4th spot. Begor is the leader. Tyler Terry runs 2nd. Bucko Branham runs 3rd. 4th is Bill Thwaites. 5th is Bill Sawyer in the 39. Sawyer trying to take 4th away. He will down the backstretch into turn number 3. Now Thwaites comes back on the outside. Bucko Branham trying to take the 2nd spot away from Tyler Terry. Tyler Terry hanging on to 2nd for now, but Branham is there on the inside. He'll take the 2nd spot into 1 and 2. Terry will try to get a run off the top of the racetrack. Black flag is out for Chris Frenier's 93. He'll head to the pits. Branham still has that 2nd spot into turns 3 and 4. Jamie Begor the leader in the 19 by 2 car lengths as they race down the front stretch, approaching the halfway point. Begor's the leader. Branham runs 2nd. Terry runs 3rd. 4th is the 39 of Sawyer. Running in the 5th spot is Robin Wood. 6th is Bill Thwaites. 7th is Jimmy Bushy. 8th is Nick Haywood. 9th is Sean Duquette. And 10th is Travis Bruno. Bucko Branham trying to chase down Jamie Begor. Cars 19 and 20 running 1-2 out front. Branham is pulling away from Tyler Terry in the 44, and he is quickly eating into the lead that Begor had built up. The lead was 3 car lengths. Branham perhaps a little too hot that time into the 4th turn, had to check up, and that may have cost him a car length coming off the 4th turn. Jamie Begor in the 19, his lead down to a car length and a half. And a good gap back to the 44 of Tyler Terry. The leader's approaching, just past rather, the halfway point as we head to 25 laps tonight for the J&S Steel Sportsman cars. 1 car length was the advantage at the stripe. Jamie Begor and Bucko Branham, 2 veterans in this sportsman division, will settle this one out. Branham trying to draw onto the back bumper of the 19 of Begor. 10 laps to go. Jamie Begor looking for his first win in 2010. He's the 2nd place point man, 24 points behind Robin Wood, who right now runs in the 5th spot. Branham is 3rd in points, the 2-time defending track champ, 151 points for Branham, who does close in on the back bumper of Bigor over in turn number 3. Now drifting up the track off 4. Bucko Branham trying to get to the inside as they race down into 1. They're almost side by side into turns 1 and 2. Bigor getting a good run off the top of the second turn. He'll put the nose back out in front down the backstretch into 3. Now Branham trying to move back to a dead even position into the 4th turn. They'll drag race down the front stretch for the lead. Here come the leaders down to the stripe. It looked like Branham, perhaps by inches down on the inside, had the advantage. Now Bigor fights back on the outside. He'll take the lead again off turn number 2. Branham comes back after him down on the inside. They're even into the 3rd turn. Still even into 4. Branham surges ahead off of turn number 4. Down the front stretch to the stripe. Branham in the lead by 3 feet. Jamie Bigor trying to fight back on the outside. Slower car in front. Look out, we got cars spinning. The 39 of Sawyer is sideways. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. Bill Sawyer in the 39. Jamie Bigor, though, would like to deny that. The number 19 car looking for his first win in 2010. Ready to go again. 7 laps remain. 18 down. Here they come. Green flag. Good restart between the veterans in row number 1. Branham on the inside. Let's see if Jamie can get that run off the top of 2. Very good run for Bucko off the second turn down on the inside. Bigor could not draw even down the backstretch. Here's where Bucko's been picking up real estate, and he will again. His lead is a car length at the stripe. Bucko Branham in the number 20. Leading off of turn number 2. The advantage growing. Now a car length and a half over Jamie Bigor. And it's 2 car lengths back to Tyler Terry, the 44. Sean Duquette's put on a good rush with the number 18. He's up into the top 4 now. Billy Thwaites is running in 5th. Jimmy Bushy runs in the 6th spot. 7th is Nick Haywood. 8th is Rick Frenier. There goes Travis Bruno sideways over in turn number 2. And boy, Ben Huff just barely missed him. Travis Bruno looping it over in the 2nd turn. And that brings out more than 19. Here comes the field slowly into 4. Now on the pedal, down the front stretch, green flag. Better restart that time for Jamie Bigor on the outside. Bigor is even off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch, Sean Duquette hanging on to it. He's going to get to 3rd. Branham has the lead into 3 by about a couple of feet. Into turn number 4. Here he comes down the front stretch. Bucko Branham is still the leader. Jamie Bigor running in the 2nd spot. Sean Duquette right there in the 18. They will run in line into the 2nd turn. Duquette trying to get to 2nd to the inside. Bigor sideways off of 2. Duquette was sideways. He hung on to it. Now Bigor in that 2nd position. Solid for now. Duquette not going away. Here he comes back to the inside. Bucko Branham is checking out. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out for Jamie. 12th. Howard Stoner 13th, 14th Nick Lagoy, 15th Travis Bruno. Here they come. Off of turn number 4, green flag. Off of turn number 2, Jamie Bigor getting a good run again, closing, even into 3. Bigor gets the nose out in front into turn number 4. Here's where Branham picks up the ground, and he'll have the lead again at the stripe. Jamie Bigor is going to have to fight for that 2nd spot, I got a feeling, because the 18 of Duquette going to try to latch on to the back bumper of the 20 of Bucko Branham down the stretch. Let's see if he can hang on to it. Branham right now in the 20, leading down on the inside. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 laps to go for the leader, Bucko Branham. Jamie Bigor in 2nd. Sean Duquette there in 3rd. 4th is Jimmy Bushy. Then some separation back to the cars that race for the 5th spot, Tyler Terry and Rick Frenier. Mike Shagnon drifted off the track. He's losing spots. The battle right now is for 2nd. Bucko Branham sees him in the rearview mirror, fighting it out for the 2nd spot. White flag is out for Branham. 1 more to go. Duquette trying to take 2nd away from Jamie Bigor. Bigor gets a good run off of 2 down the backstretch. Bucko Branham has 2 more turns to negotiate. He's going to go back to back. Bigor, can he hang on to 2nd? Sideways off 4. Checkered flag for Branham. Down to the stripe. It's Duquette 2nd. Bigor 3rd. Bushy 4th. 5th to Tyler Terry. 6th to Rick Frenier. 7th to Nick Haywood. 8th to Billy Thwaites. But out front.
Rob's on his way down to victory lane. In just a moment, he'll be Getting to chat with Bucko Branham once again.
His car, give a nice round of applause, everybody. Bucko Branham gets his second win of 2010. Right over here, Bucko. Is there a story with the shoes or something? People are telling me to ask you about shoes, socks. What's going? Is there a story there?
I've got a pair of old racing shoes I've had for about 13 years, and after the first couple of weeks of bad luck there, Sean, my crew chief there, says, why don't you try your old shoes? And we tried them last week, and we won with them, but I put my new ones back on, and so it's not the shoes.
Oh, that's the old Michael Jordan line, right? He used to say it's in the shoes. Well, the car appeared to be really strong off of turn number 4 down the inside. That's where Jamie was drifting up the track when you made the pass for the lead.
Yeah, it's the same tires we had on the last time. We weren't going to touch the car. It's hard for me to do. It's to leave the car alone, but I hate to get rid of these set of tires because, this thing's hooking up like crazy, and but the right started going away in the last 2 laps, so I know I got to change some tires now.
Now, wait a second. You're trying to tell me over the last 2 weeks you didn't touch your race car?
Not once.
Did that mean you spent a lot more time with a family, or were you working on about 15 other cars?
I got 2 other cars I'm working on right now.
All right, so there was at least one race car in the shop that you were working on.
Yeah, true.
All right, well, congratulations. Another solid victory for you. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. I'd like to thank Casella, Liquor and Wine Warehouse, Burger King, Daniel Signs, Bud Light especially, and everybody else, Barks Convenience, Fastenal, and Marsha Homes.
All right, that's Bucko Branham, everybody. Give him a nice round of applause. Second win, 2010. 5, Bryant Trim in the number 28. The 0 for Craig Ormsby, and the 623 for Jason Bruno. 25 cars, 30 laps. Here they come. Off turn number 4. Green flag. Vince Quinville leads the field off the second turn. They come up to speed down the backstretch. Martinois already going 3 wide around Jason Durgan. Look at the 90 taking it right up against the wall off turn number 4. Squeezing through on the outside. Vince Quinville shows the way. Second is Craig Riel. Third is Todd Ormsby. Running in the 4th spot is Richard Tesseur. Then it's Michel Vian. Still 3 wide on the outside of Martinois. Here comes Dupree on the inside. Keep an eye on the 24 and the 90. They run wheel to wheel, trying to muscle their way through the pack towards the front. Out front, it's Quinville in the 78. Then it's the CO2 of Craig Riel. They play bumper tag in mid-pack. Quinville leads, Craig Riel runs second, Richard Tesseur runs third. The 24 and the 90 continue to run wheel to wheel around the racetrack. Martinois backed out of that one. A potential 3 wide move in the middle of the racetrack. Right now, Dupree is boxed down on the inside. Jason Durgan, though, takes to the outside. That's going to open up some running room for Dupree to the inside. Again, Martinois, he gets boxed around, this time by Scarborough in the 11 and the 25 of Max Vian. Vince Quinville is leading. His lead is 4 car lengths over Craig Riel. Third is Richard Tesseur. No, Tesseur goes to the 2nd spot. Change for second, Richard Tesseur. The attaché Chateauguay, number 49, moves to the 2nd position. Third is Craig Riel. 4th is Todd Ormsby. 5th is Andy Haywood. 6th is Michel Vian. Running in the 7th spot is Chad Blair. 8th is Mike Riel. 9th is Patrick Dupree. 10th is Chris Kaye. 11th is Jason Durgan. 12th is Don Scarborough. 13th is Martinois. In the Gamache Truck Center, number 90. Vince Quinville showing the way, but his lead is going away. Richard Tesseur is closing in. Tesseur has cut the lead down to about a car length. Patrick Dupree trying to move to the inside of the 6 of Chad Blair. He has done it. Dupree is on the move. He is into the 8th position now with the number 24. Mike Riel in the 02 trying to move to the inside of Michel Vian. He will. He's going to the 6th spot. Vian back to 7th. And before long it'll be 8th because Patrick Dupree is now on his back bumper. Speaking of back bumper, Richard Tesseur is on the back bumper of the 78 of Vince Quenneville. Tesseur almost taking himself out, has to get on the binders. That allows Craig Riel to close right back in, and Andy Haywood. And it allows Quenneville to increase the lead. It was 5 feet. It's now 5 car lengths. Vince Quenneville started on point. He has led every lap as we approach the midway point. Quenneville is the leader. Tesseur runs second. Third is Craig Riel. Fourth is Andy Haywood. Fifth is Todd Hornsby. Sixth is Mike Riel. Seventh is Patrick Dupree. Running eighth is Jason Durgan. Ninth is Don Scarborough. 10th is Michel Vien. 11th is Martin Roy, who is now down to the inside, and he'll take the 10th spot. Michel Vien goes back to 11th. 12th is Chad Blair. 13th is Mike Wells. Running 14th is Chris Kaye. 15th, Matt Woodruff. 16th is Pat McGrail. 17th is Max Vien. Next time around, Chief Starter Weasel Bruno will show them that they are halfway. Richard Tesseur was 5 car lengths back after misdriving the car into turn number 4. He has closed back inside a car length. Field is just past the halfway point. You can see Tesseur started to lean on that right rear tire. Tesseur trying to put pressure on Vince Quenneville. Quenneville was a late arrival to the Speedway. He has led every lap in the feature. Craig Riel again closing back in. Martin Roy! Martin Roy in trouble with the 90. Something is broken on the 90 car. Matt Woodruff makes contact with Chris Kaye. He goes up in the air after the yellow flag had been displayed. There must have been contact. Martin Roy got 14 laps to work with. I wouldn't count him out, that's for sure. 16 laps down. Here comes the field off 4. Look out. Green flag is out. Craig Riel was in trouble. That car's down in the infield. And the yellow flag is back out. I'm chugging along down to the inside. Here comes Tesseur again. Where's he going? This is not going to stand. Yellow flag's going to come back out. Hopefully everybody gets on the binders at Quenneville, Tesseur, Haywood, Dupree. This is better. Green flag! Patrick Dupree to the inside of Andy Haywood trying to take the 3rd position. Wheel to wheel into turn number 3. Here they come off the 4th turn. Patrick Dupree is in 3rd. Richard Tesseur going for the lead now off 2. Great run off the top of turn number 2. Richard Tesseur in the lead. Richard Tesseur takes the lead away from Vince Quenneville. He's driving now like there's a 24 chasing him down. And guess what? There is. The 78 of Quenneville is running 2nd for now. Tesseur pulling away from Quenneville. Richard Tesseur trying to check out, trying to put as much real estate between himself and the Saranac Country Store number 24. Here comes Tesseur off of turn number 4. 20 laps down. Patrick Dupree has moved past Quenneville into the 2nd spot. Tesseur has a lead of about a half backstretch. Patrick Dupree trying to eat into that lead that Tesseur appears to be building up. Chris Kaye's off the pace. This is not what Tesseur wants to see. He'd love to see that 18 get down to the infield. Ah, there goes the lead. The advantage. All right, here comes the field. Green flag. Tesseur with a good restart. Opens up to 5 over Patrick Dupree. Field racing down the backstretch off of 3 and 4. Tesser continues to show the way. I think there was some miscommunication. At a point there, the 2 lap to go sign was put out, but remember, these cars run 30 laps. 30 laps the distance, not 25, and Richard Tesser maintaining that advantage. Tesser is not going away. This time by 5 laps to go. 5 laps for Richard Tesser in the number 49, who is pulling away from Patrick Dupree in the number 24. Andy Haywood continues to run 3rd. Vince Quinville running in the 4th spot. Mike Riel is 5th. Todd Ormsby is 6th. 7th is Chad Blair. 8th is Mike Wells. 9th is Leon Gagno. 10th is Jason Durgan. Running 11th is Pat McGrail. 12th is Brian Trim. 13th is Max Vienne. 14th is Michel Vienne. 15th is Andy Powell. 16th is Greg Atkins. 17th is Jim McComb. And 18th is Jason Bruno. Now inside 2 laps remaining. Patrick Dupree trying to work that car for all it's worth. The lead is closing. Here comes Tesser. White flag. And Patrick Dupree chased down the Chateauguay, Quebec driver. Tesser down the backstretch. Lead of 5 car lengths. Final time in a 3 and 4. Dupree closes within 2, but it's not going to be enough. Richard Tesser wins it. Patrick Dupree 2nd. Andy Haywood 3rd. Racing 4th, Vince Quinville. 5th, Mike Riel. 6th, Todd Ormsby. 7th, Chad Blair. 8th, Leon Gagno. 9th, Mike Wells. 10th, Brian Trim. 11th, Pat McGrail. 12th, Jason Durgan. 13th, Max Vienne. 14th.
Rob is on his way down to victory lane where he'll chat with the driver of the Attache Chateauguay, number 49 GT, Richard Tesser. Tesser will take the Polish victory lap.
Now he's climbing out. Give him a nice round of applause, everybody. Richard Tesser from Chateauguay, Quebec. First win of 2010 for Richard. We'll bring him around. Félicitations, Richard Tesser. Congratulations. This car, the last 2 or 3 weeks, you've been running 10th, 15th. What was different this week?
Oh, because we fit a new rear suspension, new setup, and it's new suspension is with a new problem too. And before you saw the heat, the car is very bad, it's very loose, and work very hard on the car and before the feature, and we work. Good job, I have a very good team,
So you made a lot of changes to the car after your qualifier.
Yeah, already, really, we changed 50% of the rear end.
And of course, you had right behind you Patrick Dupree with the number 24. You must have known that he was there, and you really had to go.
I know. I checked on the sign, and I saw Patrick and the 24, and don't touch the brake, put the fuel,
I'm sure you were not happy when you saw some of those yellow flags. At one point, you had about a 15 car length advantage. When the yellow flag came out, the 24 was on your back bumper.
No, that's okay. That's a race. That's a fun, eh?
Oh, that's a good attitude, Richard. That is fun. It's fun for all of us to watch, and you get the win. Congratulations.
For me, it's fun for me and the people too,
Very true. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much for everybody.
All right, Richard Tesser gets the win.
Collins and Crowley set a slow pace as they come off turn 4, looking for the green flag from Chief Starter Digger Bruno. Green flag is out. 3 wide into turn number 1 is Sweeney looking to the inside of Collins. Look at this. Jerry Sweeney is going to lead him into turn number 2. Drift high, and there go the cars off the backstretch. Nice job by both Crowley and Collins not to get into the bunker as this 51 drifted high coming off turn number 2. Look at this. New leader already. And look who it is. Curtis LeGrave in the 72. Started 5th. He's got the lead on lap number 1. Josh Duravage is up to 2nd already in the 88 car. Collins making a comeback on the outside of the 22. He's now 3rd. Mike Whalen runs 4th. The 21 of Scott Richner is in the 5th spot. Josh Laporte runs 6th. We got a car in the wall. It's the Joyle 57. Hard hit just past the flag stand as there was contact. Here comes the Coro 6 back to rejoin the field. Bombers come off turn 4. They are back to the green. LeGrave on the inside. Duravage is right alongside as they head up the backstretch. Josh sticks his nose in front. Curtis coming right back on the inside. Whalen in the 11. Collins in the 22, right on the back bumpers of the cars in front of them. At the line, it's Duravage by a half a car length. He's stuck on the outside as LeGrave has that inside line. Duravage now opens up a car length advantage. He's got room to get to the bottom of the racetrack if he wants to. He's still hanging on the outside. The door open just a bit on the inside for LeGrave if he can work his way through. Duravage now has a car length and a half as they go into turn number 2. LeGrave is 2nd. Whalen now takes the 3rd spot. 4th belongs to the 22 of Collins, right alongside the 21 of Richner. The Superstar is down to the number 6 spot. Josh Laporte is 7th. Bill Desatel 8th. Daniel Laforte is 9th. Those top 9 cars have separated themselves from the rest of the field. Josh Duravage is starting to separate himself from Curtis LeGrave. Three car lengths now for Duravage as they race up the backstretch. And they will be halfway next time by. Whalen in the 11 has a car length and a half on Richner for that 3rd spot. And then Myers is now 5th in the 75. They're halfway. And now it's become a 5-car separation up front as the top 5 have pulled away from the 6th place car of Bill Desatel. Desatel is battling with Josh Laporte and Daniel Laforte for that number 6 spot. Meanwhile, the advantage has stayed about 3 or 4 car lengths for Josh Duravage in the 88. Now LeGrave has got to hold off the challenge of Mike Whalen in the 11. Whalen was right on the back bumper of the 72 car, but LeGrave pulls away just a bit as they come off turn 4. Appears as though LeGrave's car's handling a little bit better in the corners. He has to hold off the 11 of Whalen. Now the leaders are going to start to work their way through lap traffic. This could get interesting. Duravage swings to the outside to get by the Whitney 24 and the Bordeaux 23. He does so with ease. LeGrave will get by as well, and here comes Whalen, Richner, and the Superstar. Top 5 cars work their way through the slower traffic. And they've got another pack of cars they'll have to get to before this one's over with. 4 laps remain for Josh Duravage, looking for his first victory of the 2010 campaign. 5 car lengths back to Curtis LeGrave in the 72, and he's put 3 car lengths on Whalen's 11. Look out, 51 drifting high in turn 2. He was able to get it back together and not run into the 88. Anxious moment there for Josh Duravage. Couple of more slower cars he's going to have to get by with 2 to go. 2 laps to go for Josh Duravage. He'll have to get by the Coro 6 and the McLennan 60. Up the backstretch. That lead remains 3 or 4 car lengths. Now here's Richner to make a move on the inside of Whalen. But Richner may get snookered on the slower cars. Whalen in the middle. Crowley goes to the far outside. White flag is out. Duravage is the leader. LaGrave is second. McLennan spins the 60, but he's out of harm's way. Yellow and checkers. He's not out of harm's way. He got tagged.
Plowed him.
Here come the leaders off turn number 4. The winner is going to be the 88 of Duravage. LaGrave gets second. Whalen third. The 21 of Richner fourth, and the Superstar finishes fifth. Rob, I was watching the leaders, did not see what happened, but you got a good look at it.
Oh, Rick.
Through that area.
Oh, he's out of his car. That is a great sign. Wow, Rick, that was just a really hard lick over in turn number 2.
Now, did he lose that, or was there any contact with those leaders trying to get by?
Well, Richner moved through on the inside. 75 Myers was going by on the outside, and he ended up in the middle. And I think when Richner moved through on the inside, just kind of startled him a little bit, and that car got a little loose between the 2 cars that were working to the inside and outside, and then he lost it going in between turns 1 and 2. Was turned around facing the other cars that were coming at him. And Lafort, some cars managed to miss him, but Lafort could not.
All right, let's go downstairs. Rob, take it away.
Okay, Rick, thanks. Here is Josh Duravage. Back to victory lane. Welcome back here, big fella. Back in victory lane with your number 88. Congratulations. Talk about the early stages of the race when you were able to work to the front. That seemed to be obviously the key, because once you got out front, you maintained a pretty, 3 to 5 car length advantage over LaGrave in the 72.
Yeah, we got all boxed up, then I seen a hole, and I just went for it, and it finally came through.
Well, you were able to work out front, and then once you got there, pretty much just staying focused on your marks and trying to deal with the lap traffic.
Yeah, just hitting my marks every time, and I just stuck like glue.
Well, congratulations on this win. Certainly we'll have to pick up your spirits and the team. Always good to get one fairly early in the season.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Garso's Auto Sales, Body Art Tattoo, Westside Auto, Excel Transmissions, and Ed's Powder Coating.
All right, nice job, Josh Duravage. He gets his first win of 2010. Finished second in the points list.
That's the field. Ready to run. Here they come. Green flag. 3 wide at the start-finish line. Chad Provost to the inside of the 69 of Don Franklin, racing for the 6th spot. On the outside was the 13 of Warren. Keep an eye on the 1 of Cody Benoit. He's going 3 wide, threading the needle. Throwing caution to the wind on the first lap, trying to charge through the middle of the field. Dave Raptoy in the 21 has taken the lead. Robert Gordon running in the 2nd spot. 3rd is Roger Labounty. Here comes Rob Favreau down to the inside, trying to get 3rd away from Labounty. He will. Dave Raptoy on the top of the racetrack off turn number 2. Robert Gordon sees an opening down to the inside. Here comes Gordon to the H2O, trying to take the lead away in turn number 4. They're even. A bobble from the back end of the 21 gives the lead to the H2O. Gordon leads. Dave Raptoy second. Rob Favreau third. A gaggle of cars racing 3 wide. There goes the 69, maybe hooked with the 40. The 60, make that the 60 of Labounty that is off on the backstretch. He and the 40 of Kenny St. Germain mixed it up as they were 3 wide racing for 4th. Robert Gordon's the leader. Dave Raptoy in the second spot. Third, Rob Favreau. Fourth is now Chad Provost. Not for long. There goes the 25 on the outside. Kevin Booten charging to position number 4. Chad Provost in the number 6. Not giving it up without a fight. Almost dead even for 4th. They run side by side for 4th. They run side by side for 6th. 6th right now is the 7 Alani Rivers. Cody Benoit at his door, trying to take that 6th position away. Oh, look out! There goes Pelkey in the 24. Hit by the 40, hit by the 69, hit by the 43. Yellow flag. Don Frank, 17th is the 5 for Mark Caron. 18th is the 16 for Neil Hansen. Then it's Roger LeBounty, Metalman, and Freeman Sawyer. That's the field. Green flag. Chad Provost in the number 6. Getting aggressive to the front. Trying to take second away from the 21 of Dave. Oh boy, Rob Favreau in that 3rd spot. This is going to be tight. Are they going to make it fit? 3 wide off the 4th turn. Now Keith O'Neill's in the middle of the sandwich. Dave Raptoy stuck on the outside. Chad Provost down to the outside of Rob Favreau. They race side by side for 2nd. They're now running 3 wide for about the 6th spot. Make that 7. Robert Gordon leads. Rob Favreau 2nd. Chad Provost 3rd. Kevin Booten is 4th. 5th is Keith O'Neill. 6th is Lonnie Rivers. 7th is Dave Raptoy. 8th is Lance Raptoy. And 9th is Cody Benoit. 10th is Joe Warren in the 13. So good. Oh, look out. There goes Favreau, the 27. The field scatters. The 11 down to the infield. He's going to try to keep rolling. Perhaps try to maintain his position if he can keep it rolling. And he was able to keep the 11 rolling for 1. Ready to go again. 7 laps complete. We're going to 25. Renegades off turn number 4. Green flag. Keith O'Neill from the outside of row number 2, taking the lead down the backstretch. O'Neill has the lead into 3 and 4. Drifted a little bit high into 4. Now here comes Robert Gordon back after him on the inside. Gordon has the lead by 4 feet at the stripe. O'Neill really on the gas at a 1 and 2. Again to the top of the racetrack. Down the backstretch, even into turn number 3. Gordon to the inside. O'Neill on the outside. Again, he'll drift up high. Get into some of that speedy drive that takes down some of his momentum. And Robert Gordon is able to take the lead away off 4. Keith O'Neill gets a good run in 1 and 2. Couldn't get it off of 3 and 4, though. Look at Lonnie Rivers. Lonnie Rivers already with 2 wins. In contention for a 3rd. Rivers to the outside of O'Neill. He gets high. He had to get on the binders, and O'Neill again comes back after him. With a kitty litter that's down at 3 and 4. The outside line, which is often the preferred line, not the place to be right now. Here comes Rivers down to the inside. Look to the outside in turn number 2. Dove down to the inside into turn number 3. Taking the 2nd position away from Keith O'Neill on the outside. O'Neill is not going to hang on to 2nd. He might have to struggle to hang on to 3rd. Robert Gordon leads the way. The H2O is chugging out front. Lonnie Rivers running in the 2nd position. Keith O'Neill racing 3rd. Kevin Booten is 4th. Lance Raptoy back up to the 5th spot with the number 11. Halfway for the Versatile Trailer Sales Renegade Division. Rivers says, now's the time to go. Let's see if he can get through the top of 4. That's where it's been costing drivers when they've been working on the outside. It's been taking some time away. Oh, not Rivers. No problem. He's got the lead. Lonnie Rivers is the leader. Trying to finish the pass along the back stretch, the 2-time defending track champion has the lead by a car length now. And he's going to try to pull away. Little sideways, though, that time off turn number 4. Robert Gordon trying to hang with him. Oh, Lance Raptoy, Kevin Booten, they got together over at turn number 1. Yellow flag. Start. Keith O'Neill inside of row number 2, running third. Lance Raptoy fourth with the 11. Here they come. Green flag. Even into 1. Rivers gets the nose out in front into 2. Off the backstretch. Can Gordon take advantage of that banking? Closing into turn number 3. Here's where Lonnie's been pulling away, though, off the 4th turn. Robert Gordon hanging with him on the outside. It's still Lonnie Rivers at the stripe. Cody Benoit down to the infield. Kenny St. Germain down to the infield. And St. Germain trying to get that thing refired. Not going to happen. Yellow flag is... Rivers, Gordon, back racing. Lonnie Rivers with a half car length advantage down the backstretch. Robert Gordon closing in. They run side by side, positions 1 through 4. Cody Benoit, Don Franklin running side by side for the pit spot as well. The 21 of Dave Raptoy falling back to 7th. Lonnie Rivers' lead is 2. Side by side for 3rd. The 0 of O'Neill, fishtailing into turn number 4. The 11 of Lance Raptoy around on the outside. He's got 3rd. Lonnie Rivers, check it out. Robert Gordon running in that 2nd position. Keith O'Neill again fighting it, wrestling that race car over into turn number 4, trying to hang on to it. The lead for Lonnie Rivers is 5 car lengths. Lance Raptoy trying to put on a chase, trying to run down the H2O of Robert Gordon. As they run right now, Rivers would be the point leader by 2 points over Lance Raptoy if they finish 1st and 3rd. If Raptoy can get by Robert Gordon, he would hang on to the point lead, but his lead would be down to 2 over Lonnie Rivers. The lead was 6 coming into this race. Inside 5 laps remaining for Lonnie Rivers, and he is feeling no pressure. No lap traffic that he's going to have to deal with. A 5 car length advantage on the H2O. Robert Gordon, he's not feeling much heat either right now. Lance Raptoy is sliding back, so he can't get out of the grips of Keith O'Neill, who's trying to chase him down for that 3rd spot. O'Neill is 4th. 5th is Cody Benoit with the number 1, and it's a big gap back to Dave Raptoy in the 21. The 6 of Chad Provost. Top 5 cars have pulled away from 6th place runner Dave Raptoy. 7th is Chad Provost in the 6th. 8th is Joe Warren in the 13. 9th is Don Franklin. And 10th is Rob Favreau. 2 laps to go for Lonnie Rivers. Cody Benoit looking to the inside of the 0. Keith O'Neill trying to take that spot. Gordon trying to close in on the leader, but here's the white flag. Lonnie Rivers has about a half track to negotiate, and he'll already have win number 3 of the 2010 racing season. Final time off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. He's done it again. Rivers wins. Gordon 2nd. Lance Raptoy 3rd. 4th to Cody Benoit. 5th, Keith O'Neill. 6th, Chad Provost. 7th, Dave Raptoy. 8th, Joe Warren. 9th, Rob Favreau. 10th to the Big Daddy, Don Franklin. Then close for 11th between the 40.
How about a nice round of applause for Robert Gordon? He brings the H2O home in the number 2 spot. He's out of his car. Lance Raptoy about ready to hop out of the 11. He finishes 3rd tonight. Lonnie Rivers enjoying his victory lap. All that's left to decide now for the 7 team is where's the party tonight? Take it away.
All right, Rick. Lonnie is quickly out of the car. I think he was unbuckling as he enjoyed that slow victory lap around the racetrack. It's win number 3 already for our 2-time defending track champion. Here comes Lonnie coming around. Katyville's Lonnie Rivers getting his 3rd win. Come on over on this side. You got the checkered flag again. We talked 2 weeks ago and we said 2 wins for you already. 3 wins for you already. What's going on?
Yes, sir. The car's definitely hooked up. Woo! Thank you. The guys in the crew have been putting 110% in the car, and we had a little slow start, which we usually do every year, but we're here, and we're going to make the best of it and hopefully get a 3-peat.
Wait a minute, Lonnie. When you won 3 out of the first 5 races, that ain't no slow start. Who are you trying to kid?
Well, the first race there, I ended up finishing 11th, and, we're coming back now. We've had some really good runs. The car is super. It couldn't be any better. It's a trouble getting through traffic, but it seems like this car gets through almost every week.
Any mishaps that you had to avoid? There was a fairly big one earlier. Were you anywhere near that?
No, I was back a little bit. The only kind of mishap I had was when Kevin Booten kind of door slammed me coming out of two laps in a row. But other than that, the luck was with us tonight.
Well, congratulations. You're running strong already, and the 7's rolling.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, that's Lonnie. Go ahead, Lonnie.
I just want to thank Bob Weitz especially. Bob does all the painting on my car every year, does all the lettering. Great guy, does an awesome job. If it wasn't for him, the car wouldn't look as good as it does every year. And I just want to thank Uncle Mike, Bug, Jerry, Spud. Oh my God, there's so many people here.
You got any more good nicknames? Bug, Spud.
Yeah, well, we got a lot. It's easier to have nicknames than it is regular names. Well, just want to thank everybody and all my sponsors.
All right, nice job, Lonnie. Lonnie Rivers with his 3rd win already. Back up.
Mini Modifieds ready to go. 15 laps. Final event of the evening. Leclerc and Crazy Ed bring them down. Green flag is out. They take them 3 wide into turn number 1, and Josh Leclerc will look to lead them up the backstretch. Look out. Speedy's caught in the bunker. Gets it back on track. But he's losing a lot of ground as they race into turn number 3. Oh, look out. Gilligan runs into one of the tires at the bottom of the racetrack. Caution flag is out. 5. And the brown turd pick up a row number 2. Field start to pick it up as they come off turn 4. We are back to the green. Three-wide action once again as they head into turn 1, now 2 and up the backstretch. It's Josh Leclerc on the inside, Crazy Ed on the outside, and the turd has moved into turd. Scramble on for position to the middle of the pack. Both the 59 and the 95 trying to work their way through. Donor in the 1, now looks to the inside. We got a car sideways on the backstretch. That's the 4 of LeVere, and he is nailed by the 23 of Archer. Seymour's 357 able to avoid the mishap. But it will bring out caution. 7, Crazy Ed in the 1. They start to pick it up as they come back off turn 4. Green flag is out. It's Leclerc on the inside, Crazy Ed on the outside. And the 08 runs in that 3rd spot. Here comes Crazy Ed to the inside. Donor looking for a way by Josh Leclerc, but he's able to get that 7 down to the bottom of the racetrack. Nice move by Josh. Leclerc leads it. Crazy Ed 2nd. 3rd spot goes to the 02 of Collins. Bordeaux is back to 4th. Seymour is 5th. Here comes Brissett on the move on the inside. The 59 car has taken 6th. Bobby LeVere runs 7th. Rick Donor now 8th in the 59. He'll now move to 7th. Drop LeVere back a spot. Jamie LaFountain has moved to 9th in the 20, dropping the Archer 21 back into the 10th spot. They'll complete lap number 5. This time by, it's still Josh Leclerc at the top. Crazy Ed in second, and we're away by. Here comes that door. It's open, and here comes Crazy Ed. Donor with a nose in front. Leclerc trying to fight right back on the outside. Steven Brissett on the move in the 59. The baby blue for Stone Cold, now inside of Collins, challenging for that number 3 spot. And look who's right behind the 59. It's Captain Thunder in the 95. Mini mods are halfway. Crazy Ed Donor, pinch hitting for Justin, is the leader. Steven Brissett now looks to the inside of Josh Leclerc. They battle for the number 2 spot. Caution flag is out. We got a car off the top of turn number 4. It's Brusso's 26. There's fluid on the racetrack. Fuster spins the 44. There's a couple of other cars up there as well. I believe that
Good point night for Steven Brissett.
Here they come. Crazy Ed on the inside. Josh Leclerc on the outside. Back to the green flag. Leclerc trying to get it done to the outside. He's side by side with the Crazy One as they race up the backstretch. Here comes the 59 of Stone Cold Steve Brissett. Right on the back bumper of Crazy Ed. He's going to look for a way by on the inside. Josh Leclerc sticking right with him on the outside. Top 2 cars remain separated by less than a car length as they race up the backstretch. Little tap from behind for Crazy Ed. Drifts him a little bit high. Door opens inside. Can Steven get through? Not this time. Set sideways in the 59. He got into the corner a little bit too high. He lost a couple of spots, and here comes the captain on the bottom of the racetrack. Rick Donor and the 02 Collins. They race side by side for the number 3 spot. Now Leclerc's going to look to get by in the bottom as Donor drifts a little bit high in that 1 car. Crazy Ed leads it. Josh Leclerc second. Captain Thunder is third. And right now it's Stone Cold in the 4th spot. As now Donor looks to the inside of the 7th. And now, with 4 laps to go, we could have 2 brothers battling for the top spot. Crazy Ed in the 1 and Captain Thunder in the 95, but he's still got a ways to go to try to run down that 1 car. He's still 3 car lengths behind. Next time by, there'll be just 2 to go. Josh Leclerc trying to hold on to that 3rd spot. He's battling with the 59 of Stone Cold Steve Brissett. Popsicle sticks are out this time by, and Rick Donor has cut that advantage to 1 car length. He's right there looking to the outside of Crazy Ed. Leclerc and Brissett battle side by side for the 3rd spot. Here comes the captain on the inside. Crazy Ed says no. He shuts the door on him. White flag is out. Rick's going to try the outside this time. And Ed's going to drift up high and block it once again. Now Rick will swing to the bottom. This time the door is open. And again, the 1 cuts him off. He's sideways. Here comes 95 on the inside. Rick Donor's got the lead. Crazy Ed's back to 2nd. Stone Cold finishes 3rd. 4th spot to Josh Leclerc. Jimmy Collins finishes 5th. Brotherly love at Airborne Speedway. So what a finish to close things out tonight here in the Keysville Napa Mini Modifieds. The brothers Donor battle to the end, and at the end, the captain beats the Crazy One. There's your winner. The captain gets it done. Let's go downstairs. Rob Knowles, take it away.
Okay, thanks, Rick. We'll get a word with Rick Donor in just a second. All right, is everything okay, Rick Donor? That is your brother right behind you.
Oh, have a little family feud when we get home, that's all.
Well, tell us about the race. I know the last couple of laps, it was back and forth, and you were trying to find a way around. You looked outside, you looked inside, and then eventually you were able to make the pass going into turn 3 on the final lap.
Well, I guess he couldn't block me good enough on turn 1 there, so I got underneath him.
Well, now, are you going to be having dinner at Ed's house anytime soon?
Everything's cool. Once we get off the track, don't worry about it.
All right, well, congratulations getting back here to Victory Lane, and I know after the disappointment of a couple of weeks back, this certainly feels good for you.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
All right, Rick Donor, everybody.